this is something that not only we've talked about, but this is something that one of the biggest streaming platforms in the world has realized is an opportunity, and that's YouTube.
Yeah, I was going to
Right?
just say that like YouTube has taken, like talking about the news point, that you can't watch live news on OTT platforms, but you can watch live news today on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not only live news, you can watch a lot of live segments, shows, cooking shows, all this on YouTube. Because what YouTube has done is they've gone to these not streaming, sorry, these cable channels, these networks that produce this sort of content. And they've said, see, we've realized what your problem is. You're not on OTT because OTT does not do live segments. You are on cable TV, but like you said, 65 to 70% of the world has moved on from cable TV today. And
Yeah.
it is a declining market
Hmm.
because say in a generation or two from now, cable TV as a concept might be dead. It might still exist theoretically. Whatever they watch back, say 10, 20 years from now, we might still define it as cable TV, but as a concept it will die out. So why don't we air your live shows on YouTube? We will run ads, we will air your shows just like they air on cable TV. And the advantage is that people with access to YouTube and for a certain set of premium shows with access to a YouTube subscription can come and watch your shows. And we'll foot the bill when it comes to airing and backing these shows up, at least on our platform.
Not
uh,
just that, right? Also the fact that you can either watch it live when it streams, or you can watch it on demand at a
on
later
demand.
point. It's going to stay on their cloud,
It's going to stay
right?
on the ground, correct. So for all you know, this is how news, cooking, all of this gets consumed going forward.
And this part of the podcast is where I get a little bit of cathartic joy. Okay. I was going to talk to you about now whether these streaming platforms, basically, what is the threat to these streaming platforms and the OTT model which is there currently.
Yeah.
And I think the answer to this is YouTube. And this is how I know that I'm not the only one who's frustrated about this whole thing where disruption for the sake of disruption has happened and we are back to more or less the same model for being, like Akash said before, just for the ability to play and pause my content, because everything else is the same only. But anyway, YouTube is really taking on these OTT platforms. There's some mad numbers here. Okay, uh, apparently, YouTube last year paid out uh, the amount of money it paid out to its creators is more than the entire global film industry as a whole. Just YouTube has paid out that much. Has paid out means they have earned way more.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So that is number one. Number two, I think they have really very smartly positioned themselves in a way to, if I have to be a little dramatic about it, wage war on these OTT platforms, and they're positioning themselves very well. And I'll tell you why. So number one is this. Basically, they had their state of play. You know that they have their YouTube creators conference every
Yeah.
year, right? So what they are doing, and I think it's a really smart model where basically they are not paying, like Netflix is paying $200 million for a Stranger Things or for a Frankenstein. What YouTube is saying is you is incentivizing its own creators to create stuff where they don't have to pay very heavily for the production costs or anything like that, right? And at the same time, they are incentivizing them through the algorithm, because they clearly said at the conference that now, like, fine, we have won the social media game. Like, you want short form content, stuff like that, we are already the number two search engine in the world. Okay, the number one search engine is our parent company only, so it's not a big deal. And they've already won that, and they literally have set their sights onto these OTT platforms. They have said that they are going to now push content, forget short form content. They want to push long form episodic content, in the sense that if a creator is able to create high production, high sort of quality episodic content one after the other, okay, their algorithm is going to push that uh, content up there. And I think that this is basically straight up, and I think they quickly incentivize all their top creators, Mr. Beast, all these people, to come up with episodic content. And I think that's what's going to happen. What is one of the trends we're going to see very soon is like you'll see all these top creators that you follow coming up with like how Mr. Beast has come up with his own show, and he went to Prime Video and it bombed there, and now he's coming up with his own shows here on YouTube. He's come back to YouTube, and now he's doing the same thing over there. And you're going to see way more creators coming up with episodic content, and people are then going to prefer to watch consume their content on YouTube than these OTT platforms.